What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to Nuka Rook episode 1, a brand new video series out of many upcoming episodes, the point of which is to slap the hell out of those nasty Rooks with various different setups that are exactly meant to do just that. And this setup here in this episode is all about the Tsar, the big nuke launchers that will definitely hurt and annoy some Rooks over there, and with an explosive expert of course as well. By the way, we're not just doing this alone. I already recorded episode 2 and I am planning to make this a thing where you guys can send in your video materials too. More about this later. Recording this video footage only took me about 4 hours. Because, let's face it, the Rooks have a tendency to ruin you pretty much when you are not a Rook yourself, but I cut together the best moments from these 4 hours to freaking nuke a Rook, okay? So let's go ahead and do that, ladies and gents. There's one spawned over there. He thought he was safe behind those walls, but nah, man. With about 500,000 meters splash damage on those Tsars, which, by the way, I think they should get more picks on it, because actually the splash isn't that good. Yeah, we can actually hurt this dude really well. We also destroy his physical shields at the same time, which makes it impossible for him to heal himself, you know? The Rook would, you know, drop his shields and get a fresh heal in return for him. But if we destroy those shields with these big old rocket launchers, then, well, sorry, brother, it's not gonna happen for you. So, Nuka Rook, number 1. Alright, so that was good. Let's keep going. This is only a 30-minute long video episode, so... oh, man, it's gonna be so satisfying to do this with the Rooks, man. I am so fed up with these things, and I just needed to do something that really hurts them good. And of course, there's a lot of variety setups to use from. Obviously, Bulava, you know, on the Sharenga. Bulava Kisten, very good choice. Then, of course, the Tsar launchers, although very outdated, they do actually hurt them quite a bit when you score hits. And not just the Rooks, as you can see here. And then, of course, the new cryo weapons, the freezing rockets, Argon, and what's the other one? Yeah, they are incredibly good as well. They're actually the best, especially on a Sharenga. It's crazy how you can delete a Rook. So, but that's something for another Nuka Rook episode. Right now we're running the Sharenga version, and we've dropped one of them already, and we really ruined his day quite a bit here on Carrier. But let's get in. Maybe another one will spawn, and like I said, there's so much where this came from. There's so much more. So this is not a Rook. This right there is a Indra Titan, and I know what he's gonna try and do. He's gonna use his second ability. I'm gonna wait it out. After he comes out of this, boom, 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 halving his Titan HP and then timing him out with the timeout ability of the Sharenga, waiting it out, and then once he comes out of that, pam, 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 finish him off. He almost killed me though, because, you know, the Sharenga isn't really able to withstand too much of those enemy Titans, especially when they run the new weapons with sonic weapons. Yeah, we were able to do it also with some support of our team. And let's hop into match number 2. And in this one, the enemy is actually packing 3 Rooks, okay? So let's go and Nuka Rook! I love this name, man. It's too good. What do you think about this video episode? I had this idea, and I know everybody out there is just as sick of these Rooks as I am. So I thought, hey, let's do the most satisfying thing in the world and destroy and nuke some Rooks, okay? Yeah, he's already aware of me because, of course, what you do when you encounter these Rooks and you start to kill their shields like this and their robots, then they will focus you out because they understand you are the danger to them. The others aren't dangerous, but you are, with these big bombs that destroy the robot and the shields at the same time. That is incredibly annoying and dangerous because you disable their healing abilities by popping the shields with the big rockets, and at the same time you're also hammering so much Titan HP away from them. And remember, these guys are most of all using the Titan pilots also. Most of them, maybe not everybody in this video, but most of them are often using, or very often they're using the new Titan pilots, maximizing health even further beyond the 50% mark or whatever. It's crazy. They run around with 1 to 2 million HP. So sometimes you'll see that it looks like we're doing almost no damage because they just have this much HP. That doesn't mean that we can still really inflict some damage to the shields and to the robot themselves, and that is the point of this. So you saw there was one Rook that I really ruined quite a bit there. And is this another match? Like I said, I recorded for 4 hours. There were so many matches that I cut together here, and I'm not exactly sure which one is which, but I thought it was the episode where the enemy's team spawned 3 of them, but it must be another one. Yeah, it's another one coming up on Rome as well, same side, where the enemy has 3 Rooks. So here we're jumping in and have first off a Luchador in front of us, which we can time out through his reflector. I understand there's an ability or a Titan pilot skill in which you can sacrifice your timeout ability for 10% more damage. But the thing is, it is my understanding that we really need this ability. Look at the damage. So good. We really need this ability because if we even give up this ability, then we're nothing other than a Fury with more firepower. We really need to be able to at least disable the reflectors of some of the Titans for a little while. Look at the damage the Luchador is taking around the corner. He thought he was safe there, but the big splash damage from the Tsar rockets, especially with the Explosive Expert skill, makes it so that you just can't hide against it. That splash damage gets you around the corner as well, and that is really the cool thing. This guy, look at this, boom, boom, boom. He was again trying to hide behind this wall, thinking he's safe. Not against the Tsar, man. But yeah, it's only really good amount of splash because of the pilot skill. I think generally the Tsar should have probably more splash damage than the base version of the weapon itself has. Alright, so this was a good match, I remember this. I was just destroying everybody with the Tsar here. Let's get a little louder here. Woo! So, how do you guys and gals participate in these Nuka Rook videos? And the idea I came up with was, you guys can upload your own videos to YouTube with the hashtag Nuka Rook, okay? So, hashtag big N, nuke, then little a, and then R, Rook. Nuka Rook, and make sure to use this hashtag and put into your video description or in the first line or second line somewhere also that you would like me to use your video or perhaps show it in an upcoming episode, because if you do that, then I can actually go around and use that and show you guys some of the gameplay that some of your Nuka Rook moments, okay? So this is gonna be really fun. I can't promise to do too many of those because, you know, using other people's content is always a bit of a gray area here. But if you declare it as something where I can, where it clearly states you want me to use that and showcase this in a video, and then I can screenshot it at the time of using it and then use it as well. A little bit of it at least. So yeah, let's go, and there's a Rook right there. You saw here SX72, he has a Rook and he already took one of my big bombs. Here comes another salvo. It wasn't enough to pop his shields just yet, but just a few more shots and the shields is gone, and the next salvo will definitely break the shields, but in this case he got rid of them first. That was unfortunate because it means he got a healing, but yeah, we popped the next damage in, and he's coming around the corner, and guess what happens? Boom, boom, boom. I don't understand why, but as you start to deal damage to the Rook, in the beginning he always seems to take more damage, and the closer you get to his killing him, the less damage he seems to take. I haven't quite figured out why this is the case, because he shouldn't get more resistance or something later down the line, and besides, we're bypassing resistance anyways with 100% resistance breaking on those heavy alpha weapons fully maxed. The reload of the Tsar launcher, in my opinion, by the way, far too long, because the damage, if you compare this to the cryo weapons, yeah, they only have 350 meters range, or 300, but they just do like 20 times the amount of damage. You can dispatch of an entire Rook with the Sharenga in 5 seconds or 4, whereas you need like, what, 2 minutes or so to do it with the Tsar. So it's really like 10 times or so the amount of damage that comes from these weapons, and it's really too much difference. I think that Tsar launcher needs some love by Pixonic, some more love, They already changed the firing pattern, which was great, but I think overall the Tsar definitely needs more damage per minute. You need to tweak the DPM on this weapon a little to allow it to perform somewhat better. Because this thing actually could have its place in the game, especially now with Rooks around, if this thing would be able to effectively deploy firepower. Here, again, the only thing that saved me here was the timeout. Without the timeout, I would have been done now, because he's got those sonic weapons, and he has a combination of that with the freezing rockets as well. And he would do so much more damage. But good, thankfully I can splash it right next to him. But you see, I'm really giving it everything I've got. It just takes too long to reload those shots to really be dangerous to him. If I could fire twice as many times with the same amount of damage, he would really be in trouble, because I could drop the shields both before he gets the chance to use them for a repair. But the fact that I have to reload at least 2 times always means he can usually use the pop the shield to get HP, unless other people help me in dropping him. So yeah, unfortunately now I'm getting a little bit of an annoying bystander here coming in with the Typhon and the harpoon weapons. I even get some support, and I was like, cool, nice, he's gonna take care of him. But unfortunately, look at this little bit. This is something I need to get explained. We're firing the full salvo into him, the same salvo that before did 20% of damage to him, but now that he replaced the shields a few times, it's like not from this point on he takes no more damage. Look at his full health. We're hitting him with 3 full salvos. Before this did 20% damage to him, now it does like 3 or 4% together, all the rockets combined. And wait, what? Maybe I was suppressed? But I'm not suppressed. You know, I'm not suppressed. This would have explained it, but I'm not actually suppressed, so I'm not quite sure why this is the case. And let's do another boom, boom, boom. Again, that's like 5% damage with all shots. And you see my other Titans, they have the same problem. They're standing in front of him. They can barely deal any damage to him. This guy comes back. Apparently he has been able to deal with our Skyros, and he has finally decided to end me, which of course means I'm gonna be ended, because that's a Rook, and you just can't you just can't do something about it. But that doesn't mean we can't jump into the next match and Nuka Rook, okay? The previous one, we did nuke one of the Rooks on carrier pretty well. We didn't quite get to kill him. And then the other one spawned and we hammered him away so hard. But yeah, it wasn't enough to stop it. Let's see what damage a Minos, for example, takes. The Minos just took like 60% damage in one salvo. It just shows the difference between a Rook and another Titan, you know? Something that really needs to be looked at by Pixonic. It is very well known that the Rook is too powerful by far, and the pilots make it even worse because you get like 50% more HP into the thing, which amplifies itself so much with the recharging of HP, with the popping of shields and the shields themselves. So yeah, really, there needs to be some big overhaul coming for the Rook, and we all know it will happen also. The question is just going to be, when will this happen? But I don't want to go into balancing in this video. I have spoken about it a lot of times. I've also been very negative about war robots in the last time, and although I do believe there is a lot of reason to do that with the Reaper and the Rook, I do also want to get back to good mood content, and that is my attempt to go right here with just Nuka Rook. Okay, so as much as I basically, I'm trying to channel my my anger of the Rooks in just trying to eliminate them. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Right now, no Rook has spawned in to deal damage to yet, but not every gameplay situation will be only Rooks, because if I would only take Rook moments with the Sharenga, this video would be 5 minutes long despite recording for 4 hours, okay? So there's gonna be a lot of also shooting into other things, and yeah, this guy saw me firing. Pretty good good timing on that Transcendence ability there, Saiga, with your Indra Titan. You see also he just fired at me for a few seconds, and he almost dropped me like halfway, despite me already using double durability extender from many times, actually in getting my Titan HP beyond 1 million. But it doesn't really take him a long time to almost drop me, or even entirely drop me if he gets close enough with these weapons. So I have to play very careful here and use cover to my advantage. And of course the fact that the Sharenga has these big cannons mounted on top, that allows you to basically just shoot over cover without exposing yourself to enemy firepower. So that first shot, or that shot there was pretty bad, but you never really know where the nether robot is going to dash to. If you hit him with all 3 shots, you can really do some good damage to him, but it's difficult to hit him with all 3 without him dashing away between the shots or hits, you know? So, there's still this guy with his Indra. Pretty difficult to beat him because he is also playing careful. But now I'm shooting the nether, and you saw I hit him completely with all my rockets. Dispatching of the initial resistance and then dropping the rest of the robot down to last stand, which it could have even been a kill because these weapons do ignore last stand. And boom! There you go, bud. Nice. So he respawns in an angler. I think I hit him hard before he went into his stealth. But there is the Imuli I want to take care of. And boom, boom, boom. Just as a side note, I really, really love these Tsar rockets. These big boom rockets are exactly what I love about War Robots. These effects, these big booms, the sounds, the power it feels, it's just perfect with the Tsar. If only Pixonic would allow the weapon stats-wise to feel this way as well. That would be something I'm hoping they're gonna do. So, next situation, Nuka Rook. Here we have the guy sitting behind the wall. You may have seen this one in the intro segment. So he's gonna come up and attack me. Or is this the one from the intro? Maybe this is another Rook, because he's somehow getting hammered by somebody else right now. Okay, so there must be more. Ah, look at this guy. Another nuke. Another Rook, I mean. So, let's nuke him. Boom, boom, boom. He's stealthed. He got his battleship support exactly in this split second in which I unload. But I did get to do some damage. Next salvos are coming in. And he was already dropping his shields earlier. So he healed up. But this is when he's really getting in trouble up there, ladies and gentlemen. Nuka Rook! Boom, boom, boom! That was all his shields gone and the Titan gone with all our combined efforts of a team. Basically, we all destroyed him at the same time because we all hate those things. So here comes an angler out of his ability. Boom, boom, boom. 60% damage pretty much instantly. That was a bit of a weird cut, but we're moving on. Dropping this dude through his last stand. And somebody's shooting me with Reapers. I have to be careful from this. That guy, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, ooh, big damage. Oh, and he's gone now because he got this much damage from our back. Meanwhile, we have more than 1 million HP on the Sharenga again. Again, another last stand that didn't matter against us. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, make sure... Oh, they have 2 Reaper setups and a Rook. Oh no, they have 2 Reaper Crisis and a Rook coming in. But you know what? Let's ignore the Reaper Crisis and Nuka Rook. This name is just my favorite, man. You know, this was the creation of this video. I came up with this phrase, Nuka Rook, and I was like, this has to become something. Here comes another one. After we dropped 2 Rooks already, look how much damage he just suffered. Unfortunately, he's somehow able to hit me really well with his rockets. And then he does what a Rook can do. He just simply says, oh no, it's too much battle for me. Let's just get back into safety. Also, another thing that's, in my opinion, completely unacceptable, that a slow, bulky, tanky Titan like this can simply say, I bail and I go out of danger anytime you want, and just get back, restore all his health, and come back fully loaded. It's unacceptable to me, because this thing, if it gets into a situation like this, as a slow, bulky Titan, it shouldn't be able to just get out of the problem zone immediately, just by pressing a button. But it's me time now. I'm able to shoot some big bombs here around the corner with Splash. Wait for it. Boom, boom, boom. They explode right there in his face and drop all his physical shields again. So that my team can now deal really good damage. As you can see, despite it's just 2 normal robots, but they do good damage to him. But then, unfortunately, bam, 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 bam. Minus 375,000 HP by 1 single salvo from a Reaper Crisis. Meaning that I lose 2 out of 3 of my weapons, and I'm just gonna skip the battle ahead, because there's no point in continuing the battle with only 33% of my firepower remaining. So, pop, there goes another enemy, and this is a good match here on Rome, where we have quite a lot of Titans we can shoot, but even more robots. So, and they hate these big Tsar rockets as well. Yo, if you compare the DPM of the freezing rockets with the Tsar, you're gonna see a very sad result. So we really need some buff on the Tsar, I think. I understand it's not meant to be the most up-to-date, most powerful weapon. It is an older weapon, I get this. But the way it is right now, you really don't want to use it at all, period. Like, you want to use pretty much anything other than this. I think some love, some buff could be used here very well. Because the style of the weapon is very unique. It's such a stylish, cool weapon, and I love it. So I thought maybe I can hit him before he makes it around the corner, but his angular ability went too long. My rockets didn't make it. But he's getting attacked by the Scorpion from the TOTUG clan, Tuck clan. Soa, his name is, and he's gonna use that Scorpion like a boss. You're gonna see him doing so much with this one Scorpion. So just pay attention to that. This right there is a Fenrir, just lost 60% health in one quick salvo. The alpha damage of the Tsar is really cool. It's basically the reload that makes it unattractive. If the reload was much shorter with the same alpha, it would be a very useful weapon. So now comes the first enemy Titan, and it is a Sharenga. And since he's not using his ability yet, I thought maybe it's a good time to do this. He's coming in 350, that means it's giving me the chance to time him out through his reflector, through his force field ability. Comes down and boom, boom, boom. Bye! Nice, big rockets bite some big health off the enemy. Good position here, by the way. The the Ao Chun there in the Ao Ming, sorry, the Ao Ming in the distance. I can't hit him; he's out of my range. And this, by the way, is also a big problem. The Tsar really needs 600 meters range. There is no. It's basically the heavy equivalent to Trident. But Trident gets to have the 600 meters range, and the problem is with the Tsar, you have to get literally so close that any luchador or any Rook Titan can jump on you and end you immediately, because you have to get so close to them to fire. 500 meters range is nothing for a Titan weapon. These rockets really need the 600 meters that the Trident has as well, so you can fire back and, you know, put some pressure on the enemy before they get to jump on you with their perfect brawling DPS, you know? It is just logical to give the Trident some more range. That 600 would be ideal. You know, you could even think about 800, but I think we don't want to go too far with it. 600 would really be a good value, if you ask me. Again, something we can also discuss here in the video, in the comments. Tell me what you think. I don't think there's a single soul out there who will say, no, 600 meter Tsar would be completely overpowered, seeing what other weapons we have in the game. But again, tell me what you think, ladies and gents. I'd be willing to hear. I can't hit anybody here. Too far away. Even though they're really close, they're too far away from me. So, trying to do some damage here. Boom, boom, boom. And Woots! There goes the Ao Ming. But Tuck with the Tuck guy with his Scorpion was back also, and he destroyed it. He's doing a good job against the Seraph. He would be in trouble now, but I timed the Seraph out for him, buying him enough time to walk behind safety and not take damage here. That was some great team play. The timeout really saved him here, because he had his ability used for the teleport, and he wouldn't have been able to get in cover. He would have died right there. And so he's now back with, he's still in the game with 100% health. So the Sharenga even has some team play elements that you can use very well, if your time ability is right. Here's another Fenrir. Boom, boom, boom. Spreading the rockets evenly, and reducing him to maybe 60% health. Not by 60, but to 60%, which is quite a difference. And boom, him and me, we both again took down the this guy. And look, he just drops. I'm not even sure what it was, but he dropped it immediately before it was even able to shoot back or activate his ability. That was really great. And this is okay. Interesting. We have this guy here. Boom, boom, boom. Down to last stand. And we have a Jaeger robot behind the corner. Alright, come on. Scorpion, I think he's gonna take care of this. Very nice. And then he's even gonna take care of this. This Scorpion is just gonna carry the match back. Really good play. Still a beast. Scorpion has always been dangerous, and it will always be. So, we have the first Aether Titan there, falling victim to the big nukes. Then we have a Minos down there, who will suffer the same fate right now, activating extra damage, and boom, there goes the Minos. Now getting sniped by the laser weapons outside my weapons range. I can't fight back. Thankfully, he seems to be missing the 2 alpha weapons. This Ming only has 2 medium weapons now, or beta weapons left, which is good. That means he's not really that big of a threat at this point, other than just blinding me. And now we're coming in from the side. Of course, how many airstrikes was this on me now? I'm barely able to move at all. I think it was 2 airstrikes or something. Boom, boom, boom. Good damage to the luchador, very good damage. But this here really shows the weakness of the Tsar. Now I'm suppressed, and he's reflecting. I'm not even timing him out because he's not any threat right now. Waiting out his reflector, boom, boom, boom. Big damage, he gets an instant HP fix. I don't even know why. It's probably because at the end of his reflector, he even gets a heal, right? So, then, boom, 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 one more time. And now I'm doing like 15% damage suddenly. I don't understand. Before it was 30 or 25. Now it's just 15% damage. He's reflecting, I'm timing him out. And after the reflector, what is he gonna do? That's right, he's gonna just jump and get himself another reflector. Barely done any damage to him. My DPM is just underground. And that's it. 0 chance. Completely chanceless. No matter how much skill, how much timing, and how much knowledge of the game I have, there is no chance I can win that fight with these all outdated tridents. Nope. Tsar. But I can shoot some big bombs around the corner and drop this dude who thought he was safe behind that wall. And there will be some more titans here in this battle. So this guy also, he thought he was safe, but the big bombs say, nope, you're not, buddy. You're not safe. Here's a Fenrir down there. Dropped. And the enemy has titans now. So we see a luchador. And, oh, what is that? I want it. I don't know what it is, but I want it. Let's get him some damage and him some damage. Nice. I dropped a Fenrir with the first shot, and I almost dropped the Lynx behind the wall there. He did manage to survive it, though, unfortunately. Luchador is coming in. I'm hitting the Lynx one more time, but it seems like he was like 1 meter too far away for my splash damage to reach him. Rook is now using Reflector. After that, we should be able to hit him, because we jumped and he had a Reflector. So here comes the big 3 bombs. And we dropped him by probably got 30%. So that was some very good hits right there. He's taken care of by my Titan friends. And next situation. Like I said, this is a 30-minute long video, and it took me a long time to get some good moments with the outdated Tsar here. Most of the time, what just happens is a Lucha or a Rook just decides to, oh look, there's a guy who can hurt me, just jumps on you, kills you. There's nothing you can do about it. But look, this is very special. The Rook, the Tsar can hit through the force field on this map here. Very interesting, because that's very unique. The splash damage is so high, you can hit people behind the force field. Of course, if they face stand against the force field, even other weapons can do it. But they don't have to really be right on that thing to take the hits. They can even stand a little away from it. Here it was a problem because I wanted to eliminate him, but he blackouts me, and so I can't kill him with the increased damage. I activate my damage boost, the overpower ability from the Sharenga, but it was EMP'd and it didn't work. Otherwise, I would have dropped him with a second salvo. Here's a Rook up there. So let's Nuka Rook and activate extra damage. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I mean, if a dude has 1.5 million HP, base HP, or 1.1, then this is what it looks like when you should do 30% damage. You end up doing like 15%. Just too much HP on this thing. I'm walking back because I understand the Rook could at any given time decide to just jump on me. He could simply jump up there, jump on me, and end me immediately. And if I can, I would like to stay a little bit longer alive, so I can do this with him. And see, this was really good hits right there. His physical shoots are pretty much destroyed now. Not all of them, but it seems like some of them are destroyed. And if my team shoots him just for a little bit, just a few more shots, and they will drop, all of them, because he has already suffered so much damage. And boom, 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 more damage coming in. Yeah! Nuka Rook, baby! Nice. He's walking out of range, unfortunately. which means I can't follow him because I had a wall in front of me that I had to first get across. And again, the 600 meters would just make the world of a difference in usability for this type of setup. The fact that I have to get myself into their brawling range, and by the way, they do more damage at that range than I do with my weapons at that range. I am in my optimal max range, and these sonic weapons outperform me even at this range. It really is wrong. That balancing is completely off. If they closer, they can eliminate me in 1 single second, and where I need 2 minutes for them. Like, how could you survive it, right? But they do way too good, even at range, it seems. But yeah, that just shows that Tsar, more range. I should not have to expose myself to their brawling weapons and to their brawling DPS with a weapon that is oriented towards longer range. Clearly, because you're not supposed to brawl them, right? It's not a brawling weapon at all, this Tsar. It is meant to be an absolute 100% operating at its max level range. That's what it's meant to be. Again, here is another Rook. I hit him hard. Didn't drop his shields, but I was able to hit him really well. And again, here, second shot did drop his shields. You see, he lost them, and now he can't restore his HP with this. And now he's thinking, how can he reach me? Because he wants to kill me, because I'm the one he wants. And you will definitely get focus fired by Rooks when you do this with them. You will definitely feel it. And I don't quite understand. Look at my HP. Look at this. I'm going down like nobody's business, man. I'm timing him out, trying to buy me some extra seconds. He's now getting a weird stealth out of nowhere. And I'm even hitting him one more time. But I'm doing like, what, 15% damage with that triple salvo? And then I'm done. But ladies and gentlemen, Nuka Rook. It's a new video series. I want to do many more videos such as this one. Tell me what you think about it. Send your videos in form of a YouTube upload where you have your own Nuka Rook moments with the hashtag Nuka Rook like I use in my video. Yeah, show us how you nuke the Rooks, and maybe I will use some of your gameplay as well in a video if you, you know, state that clearly that this can be used in a video of mine here on this channel. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Have a good one. No. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe as brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for bearing with me. You guys are awesome as always. Manni signing off. Bye-bye.